Hi Gemini, it's Moon from Snake Petal Healing, and I'm here to give you your March 2023 tarot reading. So please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, lol, but definitely hit the bell so that you never miss a video from me. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're not super familiar with my readings, I typically will channel a song, often an animal. I look at your astrological transits for your sign just very briefly, and then we go into the tarot reading. You can purchase an extended reading, which there are two parts, one that you pay for. This one is free. It's about 15 minutes, but if you find that I'm resonating and this information is hitting, you can buy an extended on my website, on Patreon, for $12.22 a month, and you get them every month for free. Well, not for free, I mean, by subscribing, but yeah, so that's an interesting thing. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me by visiting my website, snakepetalhealing.com, or emailing me at info@snakepetalhealing.com. Okay, so Gemini, the song that I channeled for you guys was Bad Habits by Steve Lacy. And it's funny because I forgot that he literally mentions you can't surprise a Gemini, is what he says in the song. So that could be of significance for you. And he, in fact, is a Gemini. And the song is from, I think it's called Gemini Rights or something like that. Really great. Really great album. So that's something that I will link in the description box so you can listen to the song and see what that means for you. The animal that you got was the vulture. So Gemini, last month I actually did your reading, but I didn't end up posting it. And there is this little bit of a dark transformative element to your guys' persona lately that I've been seeing. The vulture is generally known as a darker animal because it picks apart the bodies of the dead, right? Like that's what it particularly eats. And oftentimes they're completely covered in blood, kind of just like darker, nasty aspects of life. But the vulture is also an incredibly beautiful and sacred animal to the Egyptians, right? So I'll just go ahead and talk about what it describes here. Duality, spiritual nature, and our body, aka heaven and earth, the union of, the 3D and the celestial, stagnation and action, which once again, we're seeing quite a bit of duality here, resourcefulness and cleverness, and being able to think things through, and patience. Now that's just like a little bit of the message for the month of March for you guys, and you can always do your research and look up that animal. I do encourage you to. Oftentimes my animal visions hit every time for me and for my friends. So I think that you will resonate with that a lot. Now, in the month of March, Gemini, you have Mars in your sign, which will be for, I think, the entire munch. We got Ice Spice going down. Who's a munch? Anyway, I feel like there could be a little bit of a love aspect in this, but I'm not totally sure just by like what I was seeing. So yeah, you guys have Mars in Gemini. It's great for learning and getting things done. And essentially, it's just more energy at your disposal because Mars is a planet of how we take action. So when it falls into your sign, it gives you that little extra boost of motivation. And yeah, so those of you with Mars and Gemini, I think you'll be really feeling like you can get your tasks done without too much of a problem. Yeah, I'm feeling this very transformative energy from you guys. This death card here that I made myself, I don't typically show this in readings. It's like I do readings in a different spot, and like I have a few different spots where I do them. But this happened to be in this today, and then this little, trinket like of the egg here. As we know, egg has to do with rebirth and stuff like that. So there is this transformative aspect. Goodness gracious. All right, let's get into this because we only have about 15 minutes to do your March tarot reading. And then if you resonate, you can buy the extended on Patreon, which I will link below. So let's see. For my Gemini collective, clear and precise messages and accurate messages for my Gemini collective that will help give them guidance through the month of March, please. All right, right off the hop, we've got the Five of Wands, a little bit of a... Okay, second week, we have the Page of Cups. Whoa, maybe There's a few. Let me just pull again for third week for my Geminis. Okay, we got the Three of Cups reversed. And the fourth for the Geminis. We got two here. Okay. So right off the hop, Gemini, I'm feeling like you guys, we got Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment card here at the bottom with the Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress. It seems to me like you guys are in this stagnant period. Now, that was mentioned with the Vulture as well. I feel like you're just kind of in this waiting period where you could be doing a lot of observation. Oh my goodness, I keep almost knocking things over. You guys are making me feel fidgety though. Like I feel like it's the Gemini energy that's coming through. Yeah, you guys are in a space where you're looking forward. It's almost like you need to be resourceful in regards to a certain situation here. Like possibly kind of just biding your time and trying to make the proper calculated moves, which you guys are the masters of. And quite honestly, your guys' mind moves so quickly and so fast that really... I have a lot of air in my chart, but I have no Gemini, right? Of course, I have my Gemini house, which I do have a few planets in the third house, but including my Venus. But I really admire that about you guys. The strength of your mind and how witty you guys are, and how you truly can outsmart many. And I'm getting a little bit of like the Vulture vibe here, where when you have to, you can be incredibly sneaky and persuasive. And it's just, that just is what it is. So that could be relevant this month. But yeah, there's this transformational process. I feel like maybe this transformation has come after a time when you have felt like you were getting, dare I say, bullied? Or maybe people were just addressing you negatively and made you feel bad about yourself, or just like a general unkindness that you felt that you had to defend yourself from. Possibly you had to work hard to kind of keep the position that you feel like you rightly owed. If you were rightly owed because you worked very hard for that, if that's making sense for you. The first week of March, we have the Five of Wands here. I'm going to do this a little different. I'm only doing tarot in the general readings, and then in the extended I use Oracle, I use chakra cards, animal decks, and I also use the Astro dice. So yeah, the first week of March here, it seems like there is an incident where you could be possibly in competition. You're competing with others. There is a little bit of game playing and trickery and general messiness when it comes to this. It seems as though other people want what you have. And once again, yes, these are crows, right? Because don't mind my nail polish. I literally just painted them. I do this where I paint them like ass, and then in the next couple days I'll wash my hands and shower and it'll be fine. But I think you get it if you know. It's the best way to do it if you have the time. But yeah, the Five of Wands here, it's like what this is looking kind of like a vulture to me, although it is a crow. So once again, emphasis on the vulture, big time. You really want to look that up, because I think that there is a very intense spiritual message that you might need to know. I feel like people are looking at something that you have, possibly not understanding not being able to wrap their heads around what it is that you have going on. There's some sort of like dark aspect to this that I don't think people know how to stomach or deal with, as a lot of individuals that embody this type of energy often experience. 909 might be significant to you, or the number 9. In the second week of March, we have the Page of Cups here. I feel as though there's some sort of new emotional experience that you're putting yourself out there to be a part of. It's essentially this energy of maybe in the past you were a little bit closed off to situations, and now you're being more emotionally open when it comes to romance, or even just a little bit of flirting. I personally think that this is like a flirty card for me. That's what I associate it with, is flirting. This is being in awe of the small things in life and appreciating all the tiny little juicy, fun situations that we can experience and sometimes may take for granted. It's kind of like seeing things through new eyes. So I'm kind of feeling as though you're seeing something through new eyes. Maybe it is this new aspect of yourself that you're seeing through a new set of eyes here and that you're starting to embrace. It's kind of the energy is kind of like dipping a toe into the water to see what it's like and enjoying the temperature of it. So, therefore, maybe you might jump in. Maybe you might go for a little razzle dazzle swim. Razzle dazzle swim. Anyway, so third week of March, we've got the Three of Cups reversed. What? Three of Cups reversed. Why? Because typically the Three of Cups upright is celebrations and, celebrations with friends and just happiness and understanding of those around you. So I think that there may be some conflict taking place here, or possibly maybe you have some good news that you want to share and people don't want to celebrate with you. Or sorry. Okay, something didn't come to fruition. Yeah, something didn't come to fruition here. There's some sort of harvest that you felt like it was going to bear fruit, and it turns out that it did not. I'm not really sure what this could be. This could be some sort of emotional situation. Possibly you thought that something was going to be in your best interest, and it turned out to not be what you expected. If that makes sense. There's some sort of situation in which you really did expect a different outcome, and it's not at all what it seems. Okay? There could be some maliciousness here involved, and this could have possibly had to do with a friend group or a friend of yours, or someone that you considered a friend that you found out indeed was maybe not your friend. So for the end of March here, the fourth week, we have a Knight of Cups and the Chariot card. So if someone has if a Cancer is making you a love offer here, I'm seeing that could be the case. Somebody wants to extend their heart to you and to make you some sort of emotional gesture. I feel like maybe they have been planning this for a while and weren't really sure when to move forward, but at the end of March, that will be something that takes place. I feel like it's taken them a lot of courage to do this, and so just be mindful of that. Are their intentions good? I hope so. Everything's upright, so we'll see in the extended, right? But someone is making you an offer here, and they want to move forward with you. They want to redeem themselves in your eyes, is what I'm seeing. It's someone that is incredibly romantic, and they are choosing to have this type of emotional vulnerability with you that they maybe have been very hesitant to come forward, but they finally realize they do want to do this. Now, where's Nick? Yeah, someone is looking for a emotional connection with you and wanting to make this more serious. Possibly a Cancer individual. Maybe this is someone. Now I'm being urged to say that this person probably is incredibly persuasive, so do keep in mind that 15:15 on the clock. Do keep in mind that you're gonna wanna not let yourself get too goo goo gaga over this person just because they might have a penchant for manipulation, whether they are doing it subconsciously or not. So I don't know what that's about. Also though, you might be getting a vehicle. At the end of March, you might be moving forward with the purchase of a vehicle or getting some tune-ups done with the vehicle. But yeah, there could be something to do with transportation that's taking place in the month of March. So thank you so much, Gemini. If you would like to, if that was hidden and you resonate, then meet me in the extended on Patreon, and we will figure out the details for March. And if you would like a personal reading, if you want to get even juicier than that, then all my info is in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, hip hop, and divinity. I'll catch you next week.